Welcome back. Today we want to show how code quality checks within Snowflake solutions can be handled by AceDeploy. AceDeploy offers a data quality framework which is enabling you to define some tests that will make sure that your code quality is always high. There are some implemented tests already in AceDeploy, and you also have the possibility to define some tests for your own as well. Tobias, could you explain to us how this is done?
When many developers work together, it's important to define a few standards. These could, for example, be the repository structure or the formatting of a specific file. This is important so that everybody can easily read the code and navigate through it. Of course, each project is different, so different rules can be applied for different projects.
Okay, and do you have some sample rules for us?
With these two tests, we want to make sure that everybody can find all the objects. For example, we want to make sure that the file name is the same as the object that it defines. As a second test, we want to make sure that we always know in which folder the file goes. So for example, this is a table, so it goes into the tables folder.
Okay, what would I need to do if I want to enforce comments on all objects in SQL files? How would I do that?
We already have a process in place which scans all the SQL files and runs some tests against them. To add a new test, we just need to add a new Python function which implements this test. Usually the tests are run as regular expressions, but basically you can supply any code that you want. In this file, we define all the rules that we want to run against each SQL file. For example, this test makes sure that all the files are in the correct folder for their type. Now we can just add a new rule that we want to add to this testing set. This test will now check if all SQL objects have a comment.
Okay, now let's check if our repository is clean.
We have now run our validation pipeline. This pipeline has run all the tests against all of our SQL files. We find that there is exactly one test that has failed. In this case, the file core.customer.sql does not have a comment. Now that we know that, we can go back to that file and fix it. Looking at the file, we find that it indeed is missing the comment. So now we can just add the new comment, say commit this to our branch, and now the test will run successfully.
Well, this will come very handy to define rules like that in projects, and this will definitely increase the code quality, I'm sure. With this, we're also at the end of today's episode. If you're interested to learn more about AceDeploy, check the link in the description and stay tuned for the next videos. See you next time.